Welcome to today's lesson. In this video, we'll explore more than 100 English words starting with the letter S, together with meanings, examples, collocations, and useful alternatives to help you expand your vocabulary.
Serve, to give or provide food, drinks, or help. The waiter served the soup quickly to the customers at the table. This restaurant serves breakfast until 11 a.m. The volunteers serve the community by distributing food and clothes to those in need.
Serve, sports. To start play by hitting or throwing the ball to the other side. She served the ball over the net to start the match. His serve was too powerful for the other team to return.
Serve time, in prison. He served 5 years in prison for robbery. Serve out, to finish doing something until the end, especially a prison sentence or contract. He served out his 2-year contract before moving to another team. Service. Work done to help or maintain something. The car needs a full service before the long trip. Session. A period of time spent doing a particular activity. We had a 2-hour training session at the gym. Setting. The place or environment where something happened. The novel is set in a medieval setting with castles and knights. Settlement. An official agreement. They reached a settlement after months of negotiation. Set up. To prepare or organize something, to install equipment, to start a business, or to trick someone. They set up a meeting for tomorrow. He set up the tent in the garden. She set up her own company last year. He was set up by his enemies and blamed for the crime. Several. More than 2, but not many. Several people were waiting in line to buy tickets. Severe. Very bad, serious, or strict. The storm caused severe damage to the coastal houses. He couldn't walk because he felt severe pain in his knee after the fall. She was taken to the hospital with severe injuries after the accident. The teacher is very severe with students who cheat on exams. Sew. To join pieces of cloth using a needle and thread. She sewed a button back onto her shirt last night. Sewing. The activity of making or repairing clothes with a needle and thread. She enjoys sewing as a relaxing hobby in the evenings. Sewing machine. A machine used to sew fabric together. My grandmother still uses her old sewing machine to make curtains. Sewer. An underground pipe that carries. Workers were repairing a broken sewer under the main street. Shade. An area protected from direct sunlight. We sat under the shade of a big tree to stay cool.
Window shade. A covering for a window that blocks light or provides privacy. She pulled down the window shade to block the sun.
Shadow. A dark shape made when something blocks light. The boy's shadow grew longer as the sun went down. Shade is a cool, dark area where sunlight is blocked, while a shadow is the dark shape created when something blocks the light. Shaggy, having long, messy, or rough hair or fur. The shaggy dog needed a haircut before summer. Shake. To move something quickly up and down or from side to side. He shook the bottle of juice before opening it to mix the contents. Shake. To move hands up and down as a greeting. They shook hands after making the agreement. Shake off. To get rid of something unwanted. He tried to shake off his cold, but still felt weak. Shake up. To make big changes to improve something. The new manager plans to shake up the company's structure. Shame. A painful feeling of guilt or embarrassment. He felt deep shame after lying to his friends. Shameful. Causing shame or disgrace. It was a shameful act to cheat in the exam. Shape. The form of an object. The cake was baked in the shape of a heart. Take shape. To begin to develop and become clear. The project is starting to take shape after months of planning. Share. To divide and give part to others. She shared her lunch with a friend who forgot to bring food. Share can mean a piece or portion of something that is divided among people. He got his share of the profits. Stock or ownership in a company. She bought 100 shares of the company. To have in common or experience together. They share the same interests in music and art. To tell or let others know information. Please share your ideas during the meeting. Sharp. Having a thin edge or point. Be careful, the knife is very sharp and can cut easily. The word sharp has several meanings besides pointed or cutting. Here they are organized clearly. Intelligent, quick to understand. She is very sharp and notices details others miss. Sudden or intense. He felt a sharp pain in his back. Clear, well-defined. The photo is very sharp and full of detail. Fashionable, stylish. He looked sharp in his new suit. Turn or angle that changes direction quickly. The road makes a sharp turn to the left. Sharpen. To make something sharper or more effective. He sharpened his pencil before starting the exam. Sharpener. A tool used to make pencils sharp. She borrowed a pencil sharpener from her classmate. Sharp-eyed. Having very good eyesight or noticing details quickly. The sharp-eyed detective spotted the small clue on the floor. Shave. To cut hair from the skin with a razor. He shaved his beard before the wedding. Shaving. The act of removing hair with a razor. He prefers traditional shaving at the barbershop with a straight razor and brush. Shaven. Having the hair removed by shaving. He appeared at the meeting clean-shaven and well-dressed. Shaver. A tool for shaving, or a person who shaves. He bought an electric shaver because it was quicker in the mornings. Shed. A small, simple building used for storage, or to lose something naturally. He kept the tools in a wooden shed at the back of the garden. Dogs shed hair in the summer. Trees shed their leaves in autumn. And sometimes people shed tears when they feel sad. Not the sharpest tool in the shed is an idiom that means someone is not very smart. He's nice, but he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sheep. A farm animal kept for wool or meat. The farmer had a flock of sheep grazing in the field. Sheepdog. A dog trained to look after sheep. The sheepdog quickly guided the flock back to the field. Shepherd. A person who looks after sheep. The shepherd led the sheep across the valley. Sheet. A large piece of cloth on a bed, or a thin, flat piece of material. She put clean sheets on the bed before the guests arrived. He wrote his notes on a sheet of paper. The metal worker cut a sheet of steel for the project. Shelf. A flat board fixed to a wall, or inside furniture for holding things. He placed the books neatly on the top shelf. Shell. The hard outer covering of some animals, seeds, or bullets. Be careful not to break the eggshell when cooking. The children collected beautiful seashells on the beach. The snail carried its shell on its back. Shell. A company that exists legally, but has no real operations, often used to hide ownership or assets. Shelter. A place that protects from weather or danger. The hikers found shelter in a small cave during the storm. Shield. Something used to protect against danger. The soldier raised his shield to block the attack. Shield. To protect someone or something from harm, criticism, or unpleasant experiences. Education can shield you from many mistakes in life. She shielded her children from the bad news. Shift. To move something, change position, work in a period, or change gears in a vehicle. She shifted the chair closer to the window to get more light. He works the night shift at the hospital. She shifted gears smoothly while driving up the hill. There has been a noticeable shift in attitude towards recycling in recent years. Shiny, reflecting light, bright. Her shoes looked shiny after being polished. Ship, a large boat used for traveling on the sea. The ship sailed across the Atlantic with hundreds of passengers. In English, there are many types of ships, such as cruise ships, cargo ships, warships, fishing ships, and sailing ships. Generally, we use ship for large or professional vessels like cruise ships, cargo ships, and warships, while smaller or recreational vessels like fishing or sailing vessels can be called boats. Shipment, a load of goods that is sent somewhere. The company received a shipment of new computers yesterday. Shipwreck, the destruction of a ship at sea. The divers explored the old shipwreck near the coast. To be wrecked, to be badly damaged or destroyed. The car was completely wrecked after the accident. Shipyard, a place where ships are built or repaired. The shipyard employed hundreds of workers to build new vessels. Shirt, a piece of clothing worn on the upper body. He wore a white shirt and a blue tie to the meeting. Shirt sleeves, the part of a shirt that covers the arms. He rolled up his shirt sleeves to start working. Shock, a sudden and unpleasant surprise, or physical trauma. She was in shock after hearing the unexpected news. Shock absorber, a part of a vehicle that reduces the effect of bumps. The mechanic replaced the car's broken shock absorber. Shoe, a covering for the foot, usually made of leather or fabric. She bought a pair of comfortable running shoes. Horseshoe, a curved metal plate fixed to a horse's hoof. The blacksmith fitted a new horseshoe on the horse's hoof. Shoot, to fire a gun or take a photo. He goes to the shooting range every weekend to practice how to shoot safely and improve his aim. She shot some photos during her vacation. Shoot down, to make an aircraft fall by hitting it, or to reject an idea. The Army shot down the enemy plane. His proposal was quickly shot down by the manager. Shoot up, to increase quickly, or to inject drugs. Prices have shot up in the last few months. Shooting, the act of firing a gun. The police are investigating a shooting in the city center. The photographer arranged a shooting for the fashion magazine. Shooting star, a meteor seen in the sky as a bright streak of light. We stayed up late to watch the shooting stars on a summer night. Shop, a place where you buy things. She went to the shop to buy some bread and milk. Shop window, the glass front of a shop where products are displayed. The children stopped to look at the toys in the shop window. Shoulder, the part of the body between the arm and the neck. He carried the heavy bag on his shoulder. Shoulder bag, a type of bag carried over one shoulder with a strap. He always carries his laptop in a shoulder bag. Shoulder blade, sage, the flat bone on the back of your shoulder, also called scapula. Because of the pain in his shoulder blade, the doctor recommended several massage sessions. Shovel, a tool with a broad blade used for digging or moving materials. He used a shovel to clear the snow from the driveway. Shower, water falling from above, for washing or from the sky. She took a quick shower before going to work. A heavy shower caught us on the way home. Shrimp, a small sea animal used as food. They ordered fried shrimp at the seafood restaurant. Shut up, to stop talking. She told her brother to shut up because she was studying. Shut off, to stop something from operating. He shut off the lights before leaving the room. Shut down, to close or stop something from working. The factory shut down after 50 years of operation. Shy, nervous or uncomfortable with other people. The shy boy didn't want to speak in front of the class. Shyness, the quality of being shy. Her shyness made it difficult for her to meet new friends. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.